Oh, Lord. Lordy, lordy. So apparently, oh, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, I talk about all things having to do with the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, and his beautiful wife, Meghan, Duchess of Sussex. So it looks like Meghan and Harry just lost their motion. They just lost their motion to dismiss the case in Florida. And it's like, oh my God, Meghan Markle lawyers. Who are her lawyers in Florida? Is my question. I have no idea. I'm making pancakes. I make pancakes every day, but it's gonna burn. Give me 2 seconds. So okay. Oh my God. Okay. So lawyers representing Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, and Samantha Markle had a phone call yesterday to discuss the ongoing defamation suit and Meghan's recent motion to dismiss case. Counsel for the parties did not resolve any part of the motion to dismiss. Tampa, Tampa, Florida. Defendants supplemental certification of conferring in good faith in connection with motion to dismiss. Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, sued as Meghan Markle, hereby certifies that after filing of the motion to dismiss the complaint and the certification of unavailability, plaintiff's counsel was available to confer regarding the motion. At that conference, which occurred telephonically on May 19, 2022, counsel for the parties did not resolve any part of the defendant's motion to dismiss. According to Florida law, when motions are filed in civil proceedings, both sides need to have a meeting as a formality. But when Meghan's lawyers filed the motion to dismiss, Samantha's legal team was in flux. Who are Meghan's lawyers? Oh my God, I actually feel a little bit sick. I actually feel sick. Oh my God. How is this like? I can't analyze this. Like, how would I feel in my body, in my mind, in my heart, in my soul, in my hair, in my eyes, in my nose, in my teeth, in my fingers, in my toes, and just everything? Like, how would I feel if one of my sisters did something like this to me? You know, all is possible in this world. You know what I'm saying? You can't even like, I mean, it's like, how would I feel? Well, it looks like Samantha has some good lawyers. It says here by Ellie Hall, I have no idea, she's on Twitter, that in other news, Samantha's new lawyers are from the Tickton Law Group, the firm currently representing Donald Trump in his lawsuit against Hillary Clinton about the 2016 election being rigged. This speaks volumes for me, because when you consider the fact that this woman is suing for $75,000, which is a joke. It's like a peanut shell, right? It's nothing at all. And yet she is able to afford these lawyers. I mean, she has already spent, I am willing to bet, this is my hunch, over $200,000 in legal fees, and she's suing for $75,000. Something does not add up with this. This isn't about the $75,000 because she doesn't need that money. She's paying so much more for legal fees. She's paying so much more in legal fees that if she's paying it, it means she has it. So she has money. She's making money. This whole thing makes even more money because then she gets on these shows, and I'm told she's paid. I heard an interview with Piers Morgan on YouTube the other day. I watched this interview. It was from years ago when he was pro Meghan and anti this woman. I don't know what the heck happened that turned him to the beast he now is, but he he said that even his program in Britain, his television program, paid her significant sums to appear on the show. So when she appears, she gets hefty fees. I'm sure a lot more than 75,000. So this 75,000, she doesn't need it and she does not care. I mean, I was like, go on and go to the end and let her find the money to finance the trial. She can easily afford that trial. This isn't about the trial. If it's not about the trial, what is it about? What is it that she wants from her sister? What does she want, Meghan? Meghan, what is it? You need to speak about this one day and tell us what happened here. This is completely demonic. It's like something straight out of hell. What happened here, Meghan? Oh my God. Just for some perspective, 8,700 people are dead in Turkey. They went to sleep one night and then they didn't wake up. They had no idea that that was their last night. How horrible, right? How horrible life is. So I need to keep some perspective because I'm very, very angry. I'm very angry about this whole situation. And I don't even know Meghan. So I know I need to just stay calm. I mean, Meghan is going to be okay. She has the resources to deal with this. And it's really a question of, dealing with it and just getting through it, I think. And I'm just trying to do some quick, I have 3 million things I have to do right now, but I was just like, wow, yeah, Florida defamation law. Elements of defamation. Under Florida law, the elements of a defamation claim are: 1, the defendant published a false statement; 2, about the plaintiff; 3, to a third party; 4, and the falsity of the statement caused injury to the plaintiff. A plaintiff must also prove that the defendant's fault in publishing the statement amounted to at least negligence. The elements of a defamation claim in Florida are similar to the elements discussed in the general defamation law section, with the following exceptions. Defamation per se. In Florida, now in Mid-Florida Television Company v. Boyle, the Florida Supreme Court ruled that the state no longer recognizes presumed damages for defamation per se in lawsuits against media defendants. Defamation per se refers to a legal doctrine which holds that some statements of fact are so egregious that a court will presume that they harm the plaintiff's reputation. Well, I guess this is going to come down to, first of all, what is actually in the complaint. I haven't read it, so I don't know. I can't analyze what I haven't read. But she, the plaintiff, would have to demonstrate that Meghan published a false statement or false statements, plural, about her. She has to demonstrate the falsity of it. I think it's her burden of proof and not Meghan's to prove that what she's saying is true. I think, right? Or is it Meghan who has to prove that it's false? No, I think she has to prove that it's true. I believe. I'm not a defamation expert. I don't know. But the plaintiff has to prove that, it is a factual truth that Meghan published a false statement about her. Okay. So that's interesting, first of all. Like, what is this statement that she's claiming is false? And how does she prove that? And she then has to prove 4, which is that she incurred injury as a consequence of the publication of this false statement. And it seems here that she also has to prove negligence. That in publishing this false statement, that Meghan was negligent. So she has to prove injury, she has to prove falsity, and she has to prove that there's some element of negligence in the publication. I mean, I would have to see the complaint. That really I can't even begin to analyze. I can only hope that Meghan's lawyers are good because that this case even got to this point worries me a little bit. I'm a little worried. I'm like, how does this get here? I mean, if you have a skilled lawyer, how does it get here? But I don't have the facts. I don't have the evidence. I don't have the complaint. I don't know. My sense is if I'm Meghan, I'm going all the way. It's 75,000 unless there's something else they're going to pull. I don't know. They could adjust that number. I mean, we don't know. But for me, it's a question of the principle of the thing, as I said. I'm not going to be bullied by anybody in this way if I'm in Meghan's position. And it is my view that this amounts to bullying. That's my opinion. And to intimidate and to humiliate, etc. And I start thinking of some countersuits as well. Are there any countersuits that can be leveled against this individual? You have to look at all what you got, and you have to be creative, and you have to come up with some fireworks here. I mean, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? What are you talking about? And they have to fight back. And I don't know that her lawyers are fighting back, with firepower here. I mean, what are you talking about? How was this person injured? you know, what does that even mean in the context of defamation pursuant to Florida law? You know what I mean? Like seriously, what is going on? Now, you could have a situation. You also have to think about the judge. I mean, you could just be screwed, period, because the judge may have his or her own, perceptions, if you will, about the case and about the parties and so on and so forth. So there are lots of unknowns. But I mean, I would just stay calm. I would just stay calm. I would just stay calm. And then I would be so beautiful and so well put together during this defamation. Oh my heavens. I mean, it would just be Audrey Hepburn going to Tiffany's. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't do it too much because then they get jealous. So you have to be really clever in just how you present, Meghan, and be just you. Be beautiful, be a lady, speak your truth, stay calm, and know that whatever the outcome is, the outcome is. You can handle it. If you can get through the past 2 or 3 years, which you have so beautifully, you can get through this, okay? Being beautiful, being articulate, being impeccable, be having a smile in your heart, and stay calm. Okay, my darling? And call me, for God's sake. I mean, shit, call me.